Right, this month is Recruit a Gamer Month, or as we have now christened it, Snag a Normie. So the whole prospect of February is that we want to introduce a non-gamer. So in other words, it's not the entire gaming community ganging up on one non-gamer. We all do one each, right? And we want to try and bring him in to gaming. And what we're going to be doing is kind of feeding back to you guys for some stories. Well, we have our first of our stories.
Yes.
Okay. So by Bloodbeard's Garage. This is...
You right there, Ben?
They've come for you, Ben.
They've found
They've discovered your basement.
Yeah, that's the basement. Fill the hole, fill the hole. Don't worry about the screams, the dirt will muffle it.
So this is Soren Emil Rosenhage Bay. That's not his name, but that's as close as I can say it. Username on the Beast 4, this is Bloodbeard, okay? And he has created a massive participation game that he's running in at his school, where the kids take control of different factions from the ancient world after the assassination of Caesar. So what he's basically created, Justin, is Roman Risk. Bring it up, Ben. What do we know about it?
Yeah, so this is something that he set up with the kids at his school. He'd previously done a project where he was looking at actually building like a space-based campaign that I think we talked about on a previous Weekender. But this one, as you say, is set after the assassination of Julius Caesar, and it's all about sort of like the civil war that broke out during that period. So it's really focusing down on sort of like what the kids can do. They can go to workshops where they earn points and things like that, and then they can use them to spend on the map to move around their units and take over certain areas of the board and strategize and work together as a team and things. So this is basically like playing a massive game of Risk in an entire school, and he says there's a lot of shouting and there's a lot of people, stabbing each other in the back and all that kind of thing, as happens in ancient Rome. And yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic from what he's shown us so far in his blog, and he's going to be continuing to add to this as the sort of weeks go by. So if you like the look of this, make sure to follow along with that and see where it goes. So
absolutely.
I quite like the idea that the kids aren't just being given minis and said, here, go play. They actually have to do something before they get the troops on the table.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so they take workshops in Roman history, gladiator food, drawings of Roman buildings, mosaics and maths and all that kind of thing. And then because of the sort of impetus that they do in those and sort of how they perform in those, they get given a certain amount of denarii that they can spend in their games when they sit down to play this massive, huge game of Roman Risk, where they're moving around their units and all kinds of things. And he has actually painted some of the miniatures too, which is very cool. So,
and we get another answer to what have the Romans ever done for us. They've assisted us with Snag a Normie Month. This is awesome.
Although I do like the idea that you were positing earlier that it's one normie that we all look for in some sort of Running Man style. We just pick somebody randomly through the internet. We just
is he named Norman?
We just spin the internet.
Are we hunting Norman?
And then we just try and find this poor bugger wherever they are in the world.
It would be the ultimate hunt. Maybe next year we'll do that. Maybe we'll change it from a million gamers getting a million normies to a million gamers. Well, 2 million gamers at that point.
Trying to find one
normie.
One very particular.
Speaking of Normans, we could do that with your 15mm stuff that you're going to be talking about in Hobby Time.
Yes, we could.
So good.
Definitely
I think that's like a 15mm. Legions
they
there.
look like 1/72nd sort of Airfix ones.
Oh, they like a plastic jobbies.
Yeah,
so around 20mm then.
Yeah, so they're 20mm.
Oh,
yeah, they're definitely 20mm because I think I have most of those at home.
But
still in the sprues, mind you. But have them.
But we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks about recruitment and getting other people into it, and one of the specific things we were talking about in XLBS, not last XLBS, but the XLBS before. We were talking about how do you pull that recruitment stage to its earliest possibility into schools, okay? And one of the other things feedback that we got is that Gale Force 9's Tanks game is actually going down really well in schools.
That's really cool.
And that is cool. And I really like what Bloodbeard has done here, because certainly whenever I was at school, many years ago, I remember we did the Romans. The Romans were part of what we did.